Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. And I think we've got kind of the best of both worlds with the cool, with the retro, with this Turtles of Grayskull Krang. Now, this has definitely been out for a hot minute with the Masters of the Universe and Ninja Turtle crossover, but it didn't really fit into any of my collecting categories. Yes, it's the Turtles. I do have Turtles, but Grayskull, you know, in a perfect world, I would really collect MOTU and I would really collect Turtles, and then I could go ahead and make this a thing. But unfortunately, I just don't have the real estate for MOTU, and it's more of a appreciation more than it is a love and nostalgia for me with MOTU. But I do love the Turtles, and I do love a cool figure, and when this finally dropped down to $10 at my local Walmart, I couldn't pass it up. It'll go into my miscellaneous shelf, and I'm super pumped about that. But have a quick look at the packaging. Packaging art is off the chain, I gotta say. Crazy good work here by Mattel. Just a fun, different, wild, and crazy art style that we have here. A really fun, honestly perfect crossover with the Turtles and with the MOTU, no doubt about it. But enough talking. This thing has been on the shelf for, what, a year or so now, and I think it's time to be freed from its plastic prison. So let's go ahead, crack into Krang. Alright, we got Krang out of the box, and I'll be honest, I'm already really liking what I see just visually here on the figure. But let's look at what we got in the box. We do have a nice little section here that shows what is removable. That's probably smart, so people aren't yanking and pulling and breaking things. So a pretty good idea. I don't know if that means they're really interchangeable with other Turtles of Grayskull figures, which, if they are, that would be pretty cool. You can have all sorts of different mutations, as it were. Good on the old Ninja Turtle mutation front there. And you don't get a comic, but you do get this nice cardboard art here. It's almost like a file card. Kind of tells you about his powers, what he's got, his strength, grows in size, all that good stuff. But I like this art just for that. I'm going to find a little place somewhere in the collection just for this. That's pretty cool. I like that a whole lot. But let's go ahead and get into Krang's accessories. We do have a battle axe, nice and shiny, good, thick. You know, nothing to write home about paint-wise. Obviously, it's just the plastic, but you do have some indentions and things like that in the mold that are pretty cool. We do have a swinging thingamajig here. I'm guessing you can probably take a hand off, I'm guessing, and this becomes part of his hand. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe that's how we'll pose him. I'm not too sure, but a nice accessory piece and a pretty good size one for sure. You can see my kids whacking each other on the head with that. Then we have a little extension area here for Krang's body, so you can put Krang in there, and it obviously makes the figure itself a little bit bigger, so you get more than one. You can do one with, you know, just a regular Krang or a regular cyborg kind of body, and then one with the Krang body. So pretty cool. Has a little spot down in there for Krang to sit right in, which I'm sure means he has a weird back. Yep, he's got a weird little area there for him, and then a nice Krang look. They didn't really take any liberties with him. I think this looks pretty much like the figures from past kind of looking Krang there. I think that's a nice representation. They didn't do anything like MOTU it or you know, make it kind of that much different. But let's go ahead and get in to the android body of Krang here. Very, very cool, awesome colors. Head does move around quite a bit. You got a nice little Whoozy Watsa there on the top, spikes on the side. I do like the little underbite there, looks pretty cool. Metallic on the eyes, little shield armament going on there. Loincloth, because hey, we're in Eternia and we're in the Grayskull world of MOTU. There, you gotta have a loincloth. Even Krang has a loincloth in this universe, so pretty neat there. You do get some articulation there in the elbows. Does go all the way around, swivels, all that good stuff. And obviously I'm sure pops off, which I'll do that in a minute. But and the knees, and a good color green too, a very turtle color green here on that. Swivel around, swivel around. All in all, really, really cool. But let's go ahead, get him fully posed out, get the Krang extension in them, and give our final thoughts on the android body and Krang. Yeah, buddy. And I must say, this figure rocks. $10, steel ski of a deal ski. If I see another one, maybe, just maybe, I'll grab an extra one to do the, I don't know, I can't get on that rabbit hole. Now that said, this is definitely a toy line that, you know, once it's done and it's been out for a while and, you know, someone says, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this, and they sell the whole wave for, you know, $200, $150, something like that. Might be something I think about jumping into after unboxing this one. Just a whole lot of fun. I'm really, really enjoying this. Just toyetic as can be. Like it a whole lot. Really nice big figure. Stands pretty good, not too bad. You know, obviously has lots of display options, but you know, just a fun figure. Liking this a whole heck of a lot, and can definitely recommend it for you guys and your collection. I mean, Krang just looks super cool popping out of there. You know, you got your little chain here, doing chain things. Looks nice. Just a fun, bright, eye-catching figure that will definitely add to any collection out there, I think. Well, unless you're a wrestling collection, that might be a little weird. But Krang definitely warranted the $10 price point, no doubt about it. Really happy with this figure. But what do you guys think? Is this a toy line that you guys partook in? You let it pass? You checking it out from afar, or have no interest at all? Either way, we'd like to hear about it in the comments down below. And while you're there, you might as well go ahead and like this video, and of course subscribe to the channel as we post new content every single day. But it is getting to be that time again. It's time to get on out of here and throw one back. So for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to throw one back, and we'll see you all next time.